Hello.
Welcome to another episode of the Disney Beams. I'm Cherry.
I'm Gooch.
And Josie's at school. So
before we get started with this, we were just having a discussion, and I've come up with a fantastic idea, and I'm saying this now that I'm wearing my Jack Skellington t-shirt. At Hollywood Studios, they need a Nightmare Before Christmas themed roller coaster where you're riding in the sleigh with Jack Skellington.
I think he's right.
Disney Imagineers, call me. We can discuss the idea, finder's fee. I'll invoice you. However you want to take care of that. But there's my idea that I think is money.
Better yet, just give us a lifetime
DVC membership. With unlimited points and a lifetime.
And we'll pay for annual passes.
No.
Well,
lifetime
then again,
annual pass and lifetime dining plan. I'm not asking for too much.
No. But then again, if you come up with an idea that makes them bajillion dollars,
then hello.
I think it's a small price.
So Nightmare Before Christmas roller coaster at Hollywood Studios with Jack Skellington piloting the sleigh.
Make it happen.
I think that's a fantastic idea. So anyway,
that's
not why we're here.
That is not why we're here.
Why we're here is we're going to give our top 5, and I'm going to preface this. We've only been to 5.
Yes.
So we're gonna rank the ones that we've been to. These are the signature restaurants that we've been to that cost 2 dining credits for if you're on the dining plan.
Yes. Now we tried it. We do one signature per trip, basically. Except for one year we did Yachtsman and Cinderella's Royal Table in the same one.
Right. And I think there was one trip where we didn't do a signature.
No, we didn't. No, we did.
But these are the ones that we've been to.
Yes.
So
there's only 5. So it just depends on which one.
Yeah. So we're gonna rank the ones that we've been to. Now, if there's a signature that you've been to that's not on our list, it's not because we didn't like it. It's because we haven't been there.
Yeah, and comment below and let us know.
And let us know what you think about those. So.
Now, in November, we are going to G-Co for the first time. I'm really excited about that because I've heard that's at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I've heard how amazing it is. And if it's a 10th of how good Boma is, we're in for a really good meal.
Now, there's one of the signatures that we've been to that we've actually been to twice, and it's because of the character experience for Josie, and she loved it. So
we'll get to
it here in a second. So
I want to preface this by saying that we do have an honorable mention. It's not technically a signature restaurant.
But it does take 2 dining credits.
It takes 2 dining credits, like most signatures do, except for Victoria and Albert's, which you can't do on the dining plan anymore, even if they don't do that platinum plan anymore.
Hoop-dee-doo review. It's a dinner show, and the show part is what makes it a 2 dining credit, because otherwise it would probably be a 1 table service credit.
Right.
But the show is so much fun.
It's over at the Fort Wilderness Campground.
And the food is really good. The service is good. We had a fantastic experience, even though it was on our travel day and we were exhausted. And Josie could barely stay awake. And Josie the show kept us awake, but Josie was like...
Yeah, and we went to the late show, too.
She was the bobblehead going on.
Yeah.
But
when she was awake, she was really enjoying the show.
She enjoyed the music. So, but yeah, Hoop-dee-doo Reviews is definitely a honorable mention. The ribs were fantastic.
And the chicken, everything was good. Everything.
Okay, so.
All right, so do you want to start with your number 5?
Sure. My number 5, and again, we've only been to 5. My number 5 was Cinderella's Royal Table.
That's my number 5 as well.
We've been to the breakfast and we've been to the lunch. We have not been to the dinner. The food was okay. It was good. It wasn't bad. But it was just okay. It wasn't knock your socks off for me. I think what the draw here is the fact that you're in Cinderella's castle, you're in Cinderella's dining room, you've got princesses, you're greeted by Cinderella on the way in, then you have four other princesses that come around to your table while you're dining, and it's really about the character interaction and the fact that and its location. It's in the center of Magic Kingdom, and it's in Cinderella's castle, so
Yes.
it's the prestige of that location. So.
Yes. I personally, we would do it again because of Josie and the character experience.
If it wasn't for Josie,
if it wasn't for Josie, then, and I've done it before without, I actually did the dinner way back, like in the
before I was in the picture.
Yeah, before, like in the 2000s, sometime, like
early
about
2000s.
Early 2000s. It's not something that I would do again without a child, because the food to me, while it's good, doesn't merit if I'm going to spend 2 dining credits, it's going to be on something that's more of a meal experience and rather than a character experience.
Right now, because of Josie, that might be a little different. But see, we can get Akershus for a single
dining credit.
Single dining credit.
How long that's going to last?
And get the same character interaction.
Right. So that is something that we are definitely in agreement with.
Okay.
So number 4.
Number 4, I have Le Cellier, and I like Le Cellier. It was a really good steak. It's located in Epcot's Canada Pavilion, and it was good. I really liked the soup. It was
the Canadian cheddar cheese soup.
It was really good. And, just because it's not in my top 3 doesn't mean I didn't like it, because I did like it. I liked all the meals that I've had there, had at Disney World. And this was a really good meal. It was, and it's a steakhouse. It's, you go in and you order steak at a steakhouse, and you're going to get a good steak usually. And that was the case here, and we enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I loved it. I love. It's a little bit higher on my list. For me, like he said, that cheddar cheese soup is amazing. You can actually get that for a snack credit during Food and Wine Festival in the Canada Pavilion. But for me, I guess the only downside to it is it's very tight quarters. You're almost sitting on top of, and it's also been a while since we've been. It was like 2011 for our Disney Moon that we went. So it's a little bit further removed, but it is still a little higher on my list. But that, to me, that's the only downside to it. But
close quarters.
Was the close quarters.
But
the food was good.
Yeah.
The food was fantastic, actually. So my number 4 is a restaurant that was mentioned in our last top 5 for ambiance and theming. It is located in Hollywood Studios, and it is the Hollywood Brown Derby. As I mentioned before, the food is great. I had something that had like a lobster tail on the side.
Yep.
It was, neither of us had the Cobb salad, which is what Hollywood Brown Derby is known for. Neither of us had that.
I don't even know if I remember what I had.
Actually, if you go back for when we did those one take vlogs during the trip, if you look.
We talked about
we
it.
Talked
then,
about we did talk
was.
about, and we gave what we ate and what we thought about it. But the food is really good. It's very elegant, but you don't have to be in like most signature restaurants. If you don't know this, especially the ones that are in the resorts, have a little bit of a dress code. Not everyone adheres to it, but there is, no.
It's unspoken, kind of.
Yeah, no. Well, actually, it's on the website.
But they're not going to turn you away.
They're not going to turn you away, except at Victoria and Albert's. That's completely different. But you can. But since it's in a park, you can just walk. You can walk in your shorts and everything, but you still get that kind of really elegant feel about it. But not stuffy. And the food was excellent, and I really enjoyed it. So number 3 for you.
I had the Yasmin Steakhouse. That's number 3.
Interesting.
I had it again. It's a steakhouse. It was a really good steak. I think what really kind of put it above Le Cellier for me was the service, because the wait staff. Josie was really tired when we got there, and we had pushed her a little bit.
Well, she'd been taking a nap
and
too.
she had fallen asleep while we were waiting for our table. We had to wake her up, so she was fussy, as 3-year-olds get. The wait staff was extremely accommodating and did everything they could to help us get her to a place where she could enjoy the meal too. I was really thankful for that, and the steak was good. I mean, so I fancy myself a grill master of steaks, and I don't think that she would disagree that it's hard to get a steak that better than what I can make on my own grill.
It is really true.
And it's really hard for me to say a steak was fantastic if I can't say that it was better than what I got on my own grill. But it was a good steak. The food was good. The service was fantastic, and the atmosphere was it was a nice atmosphere. It was like going to a nice restaurant, white tablecloth type thing. And it's located at the yacht club, Yasmin Steakhouse Yacht Club. Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, it's a little bit higher for me, but the service and the food, and I'll talk about that when I get to it. It's a little bit higher on my list, but
okay.
My number 3 is one that you've already mentioned, is Le Cellier. Like he said, I think it's a little bit higher on my list because of sentimental things, because it was like our first signature as a married couple.
It was.
We were on our Disney moon, and I've always loved
I didn't take those things into account.
I took a lot of different things into account, and when even coming up with these 5 the only 5 that we've ever been to, so there's a lot of sentimental value. Plus, the steak we had was great. We actually ate lunch there, and it was before the lunch became a signature. When we ate there during lunch, it was actually still a 1 credit.
So we got lucky.
And I think they changed it like right after.
Right, because it's basically the same menu.
Yeah, pretty much. But I love the area you walk into with the flowers, and it looks like
Gardens,
the gardens, and it really does look like like you're going into like a basement type thing. But it's. The atmosphere is great. I just don't like the crowded seating, like I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved Le Cellier. So your number 2.
My number 2 is Hollywood Brown Derby. She's already mentioned. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I enjoyed the food. The service was good. They had a pretty broad variety on their menu, and it was good. I enjoyed it, and I think the fact that we didn't have to leave the park was helpful also, because sometimes you get into that mode where, oh well, I can't do this, or I can't wait on that ride, or I can't do this because I got to travel, but I've got 40 minutes before I have to leave the park, but I can't do anything. So what do I do? With this, it's very convenient. It's right there in the park. It's actually very central in the park, not far from the Great Movie Ride. So yes. I mean, back in that time, you could get on Great Movie Ride in like 5 or 10 minutes and ride the ride and come out, and it's time for your reservation.
The hat being removed kind of. It was like, oh, there's a ride back there. Now we're going to have a 40-minute wait for it.
So Hollywood Brown Derby is my number 2 signature.
Very good. My number 2 is one that you've already mentioned, and I'll just go into a little bit more detail about it. It is the Yasmin Steakhouse. I loved the steak. One of the upcoming vlogs that you're going to see, actually, I get our food. I've vlogged our experience.
The risotto was really good.
The risotto was really, really good. You got the bread, the breads, that bread was excellent. My cut of steak was, oh my God, it just melt in your mouth. It was just so good. But like he said, the service, and I'll give you an example. Our waitress was fantastic. We were dealing with which I know in signature restaurants you don't like to hear a screaming child, but she wasn't really screaming. She was just really, really cranky.
She was fussy and cranky.
And very cranky, and like she jerked away from him at one point, and the chairs have like these big slats with a space in between them.
She got her elbow caught.
She got her elbow caught in it, and so she was kind of freaking out about that. And so after we were able to get her arm out to help calm her down, even though we didn't order a drink with it, they brought her the little light up Tinkerbell.
Yes.
And just the manager came over and made sure that she was okay. It was just that level of service was
it was outstanding.
Up until what I know is going to be both of our number ones. The service at a Signature was going to be hard to top for me.
Yeah, the service was top notch.
Yeah,
it was.
So I highly recommend it if you're looking for a steakhouse, and a little bit fancier than Le Cellier, to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
number 1.
1, 2, 3.
California Grill! Okay, so I mentioned earlier my steaks that I make on the grill. California Grill is the first steak that I've ever had anywhere. Anywhere. At Disney, not at Disney, anywhere where I've said that's as good as I can make at home.
Yeah, and I agreed. I agreed.
And it was fan-flippin-tastic. Not only that, the service was better than at Yachtsman.
And that was unbelievable.
Something. And the reason I say that, we were there for our anniversary. It was our anniversary dinner. They put us right up on the window.
And we did not ask.
We didn't ask.
They saw our buttons, and we actually went back. We dressed up a little bit.
Yeah, well, I put on a collar shirt.
Yeah, we went back to the hotel.
Just have a dress code.
Yeah, we went back to the resort to kind of get freshened up a little bit.
Yeah.
But they saw our buttons, and without asking,
they put us right up on the window overlooking Magic Kingdom, and we were there for Happily Ever After.
The first week of Happily Ever After. So we didn't have to fight the crowd.
So we had a great view of Cinderella's castle at Magic Kingdom for Happily Ever After, and once again, we had not learned our lesson. Josie was tired, and she kind of had a meltdown, and she was letting us know about it. The waitstaff did everything they could to help us get her get her to a place where she could enjoy it. And then, at the end, because they knew it was our anniversary meal, they brought us. It was
this monstrosity of chocolate
and goodness
cake. That was, oh my God.
Which Josie ate.
Yeah.
Would not let us eat it at all without melting down.
She was about to have a total meltdown.
So then they brought us another one in a to-go box so that we could have it back at the room because they knew that we weren't.
And as soon as she fell asleep, we were digging into that thing.
We wolfed it down. But it was, California Grill is, at this point for us, by far and away, the top signature restaurant that we've been to.
Yeah, I honestly think that's going to be very hard.
It's going to be very hard to beat. Because the view, the food, the service, it all kind of comes together. It was really a fantastic experience.
Yeah, we literally could not have had better seats for Happily Ever After if we'd have tried. And I didn't think you were going to be able to see the projections very well on the castle from where we were, but you could see them very well. It was beautiful.
It wasn't like being right down there in the park front and center. But
no, but you didn't have to stand there for 2 hours, and which I don't like to do.
No, there's too much to do besides standing.
Yeah.
And in a spot for 2 hours to hold a place for.
Yeah, with a 3-year-old.
With a 3-year-old.
But yeah, like he said, that signature experience is going to be very, very hard to beat. So anyway.
That's it.
comment below and let me know what signature is your favorites. Because
You
like I
can
said,
comment a top 5. You can do a top
Yes.
3. You can just do your favorite. If you want. That's fine.
because we are all, like I said, we're always looking to do a new one for every trip.
Yeah, and we'd like some new ideas. Like she said, we're doing Gico in our upcoming trip.
Yes.
Which is at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So we're looking forward to that. And I'm sure there are many more that we have yet to experience that we would like to. So please share your thoughts.
Yes. So we're definitely upcoming each Wednesday new trip vlog from the December trip. We are very, very close to 200 subscribers. 198.
Giveaway.
Well, we can either do a giveaway at 200 or we can wait till we go on the trip in November.
Well, haven't we been saying giveaway for?
We have been.
For 200 subscribers.
But do you want something?
And then if we get to 250, we could do one for that one.
Maybe.
Or 300 even.
Maybe we'd have to come.
Trip.
We'd have to come up with something besides 2 Simpsons for 200, I think. But we'll see. Let's get to 200 and we'll figure it out because Brer Rabbit says so. So our next top 5 for next week. Top 5 best character meals. You guys be thinking on it. We'll be thinking on it. Yeah, that one's going to be very hard to narrow down to 5. Because we've been, except for Mickey's Backyard Barbecue, we've been to them all. So that's going to be very hard for us. So like I said, Wednesday, new trip vlog. Next week, top 5 character meal.
See ya.
So for Josie,
Gooch.
I'm Cherry. We are the Disney Beans. And as we always like to end it with, love, peace, rock, and little pixie dust.
Because aliens. Gotcha.
We'll see you real soon.